I'm about to embark on 30 days non-stop, no cheat days, working out once or twice a day and eating clean that whole time. And we're going to do that for a full solid 30 days. And we're going to try and document as much of that as we can. And we're going to start tomorrow's day one of the eating and all of the exercise regimes and stuff like that. We'll start posting them on each day, what we're doing. And I'll go through the planning of that with you now. So just saying I'm going to do this and then sitting back and hoping I eat right is never going to work. So I've decided to pre-plan all my meals, do as much meal prep as I can in advance, and pre-plan all my workouts. Now this is going to be different to you than it is to me. So I've been onto a macro calculator. I'll link one at the bottom, simple, and I put all my macros and things like that in. And then I took that result of what that said for me, for my height and my weight, and I've popped that into MyFitnessPal. So it's got me on 1,832 calories, which is quite low, but we're doing a really intense cutting down shredding. And that's broken down to 25% carbohydrates, which is 115 grams, 15% fat, which is 15 grams, 60% protein, which is 275 grams. Okay, so on our screens we have our breakdown, and I'll put that on your screen as well. So this is for Monday, and this will be the same for Monday, Wednesday and Friday. So breakfast, that's a whole egg and 3 egg whites and a single slice of wholemeal bread. That's scrambled egg on toast using 3 egg whites and a whole egg and a single slice. That totals 225 calories, 19 grams of carbs, 7 grams of fat and 22 grams of protein. Now there's a sodium metric there, if you're following that, great, and a sugar. Again, I tend to eat a lot of low sugar stuff or no sugar stuff anyway. So lunchtime then will be one of the meal preps that we'll be doing this week, and that is chicken breast with long grain rice and spring greens. Okay, similar to one we've done before. So that's lunch meal, and then at dinner we have chicken breast again, this time with spinach and sweet potato. Now that says steamed on there, I'll be cooking it in the oven and then mashing it, but it'll still come out with 100 grams at the end of it. Total for that meal is 489 calories, 23 grams of carbs, 7 grams of fat and 87 grams of protein. Now that's just the 3 meals. Now what we are going to be having is 5 to 6 meals a day, smaller meals. So we've got breakfast first, and then in between breakfast and lunch we'll have a snack, which is a protein shake. That's the single protein shake you see at the top there, which is a 25 gram portion, and an orange. Okay, so that's our snack for that time. Then we'll have lunch about 1 o'clock. Then at about 3, half 3, we will have another protein shake, which is classed as our other meal. And that's a double portion, that's 50 grams protein, and we're using the MyProtein Impact Pro Whey Protein. I'll go through the other stuff I've got with MyProtein with you shortly. Okay, and then in the evening it'll be dinner. Now this does leave a remaining 153 calories, 7 grams of carbs, 1 gram of fat and 16 grams of protein that I can play with, so that can be taken up with a couple of snacks in the evening. Now to break that up a bit, we've got Tuesday and Thursday, which is the next one on your screen now. So we've got rolled oats, any brands, most of them are the same, but we've got 50 grams of rolled oats with a teaspoon of honey, or any sort of flavouring or sugar-free flavouring you've got is an alternative to that. So that breakfast comes to 221 calories, 34 grams of carbs, 4 grams of fat and 6 grams of protein. At lunch for the Tuesday and the Thursday will be chicken breast with a mixed country vegetables in a stew. Again, it'll be a meal prep that we go through, and you'll see at some point this week on the channel. Dinner will be minced beef and oodles of noodles, rice noodles, which is dried rice noodles. So it's kind of a spag bol. We'll throw a bit of sauce in there. We've always got a bit of an allowance at the end for sauce and things like that. So The macros might not be fully accurate right now, but when we do the meal prep we'll include the sauce so you'll see them then. That one is 406 calories, 32 grams of carbs, 11 grams of fat and 45 grams of protein. Okay, snacks again exactly the same throughout the day, so we're just hitting the orange. We've got the protein shakes, and you can see on the bottom of this one we have added the cup of soup, the chicken cup of soup, just to see how it fits into the macros. And even with that chicken cup of soup on a Tuesday to Thursday we've still got 288 remaining calories, 2 grams of carbs. We've gone slightly over on the fat but only by 1 gram, and 72 grams of protein left. So I mean we could have quite a decent snack on the evening for that once. Okay, so that's Monday to Friday. Saturday and Sunday, I'm in need of getting something to freshly make on the Saturday and Sunday, so I'll add that, but you can always follow me on MyFitnessPal, bulldog_fitness, and you can see what I log there. So as part of all this, and you saw with the meal plans that I've got set out there, we've got protein as part of it. So up here we've got our Impact Diet Whey Protein. This is from MyProtein, and I've stuck with the same flavour that I've tried and really liked, which is the cookies and cream flavour, which I can highly recommend. I've done a bit of a review on this, it's on a previous video on the channel, go and check that out if you haven't done already. So that's for all the macros on that video as well. So that's the protein there. As well as that, daily we shall be taking a multivitamin, which I've been doing anyway, but these seem to be a bit more packed for your punch. Essential BCAA, and we've got biotin. Now biotin I've never tried before, but it should help me with my problems I have with my alopecia and things like that. So we're taking them 3 supplements as well as our Impact Diet Whey Protein to help out with that diet and to help out with keeping our muscle and building that lean muscle at the same time in our workouts. Now the only extra thing we might possibly take, but it's not a guaranteed every time, is the pre-workout blend. I got the blue raspberry last time, tried it, tasted it, loved it, so why change it? So I've got the blue raspberry again for that, and that pre-workout is great. It's not an absolute explosion of energy or anything like that, but it does get you a bit up for it and a bit more in the mood and great, and to be honest it just really tastes nice, and it's better than trying to neck a Red Bull, which is gassy and fizzy and everything like that. So the final aspect of this is the actual workouts. Now it's one of the most difficult things to plan and to stick to. It's going to be quite trial and error to begin with, because we don't know what time we've got and how long things are going to take, but I am going to try and each day get a mixture in, maybe concentrating on arms for one day as well as a mixture of everything else. So every day is going to be full body with a bit more concentration on a muscle set. And as well as the internet here, we've got this absolutely spot on must have Encyclopedia of Modern Bodybuilding. This was developed by Arnold Schwarzenegger and his training partners like Franco Columbo and people like that. And basically what they did is what I'm telling you to do now. They did so many different exercises, and they were like, next morning what's sore, what's not sore, what's okay, what can we do more of, and it's that trial and error. So with regards to the workout, I'm hoping over this 30 days, by the end of this 30 days, I can then present you with the optimum workout that I've worked out for them 7 days every week, and what's worked best for me and the results of that. Another helpful tip is to use an app. There's multiple apps on there. I'm not trying to push any certain ones. I use MyFitnessPal just because it's so convenient to use. I don't even pay for the premium, I'm just on the standard free one. And the same for my workouts, I use an app called Strong. I think that's available on iOS as well as Android, but it's just a nice easy one. If there's not a certain exercise in there, you can add it quite easily. You can record your repetitions and you can compare that each time. It is limited to how many different workouts you can have, but you can do an ad hoc one as much as you want. So it's just good if you do it, especially when you're doing volume training like I'm trying to do with 100 repetitions, it's good purely just to keep count. So one of the last things to do, and probably the most shameful, is the measurements. Now, you've got to do this because otherwise you're never going to see the progress. As well as your weight, measure things, measure sizes, okay? So what we're going to do for this is we're going to measure around the waist, we're going to measure around the peak of the bicep, around the top of the thigh and around the neck. Okay? And of course we're going to do our weight. We're not going to do our height because we don't expect anything to make us grow.
Some viewers may find the following video disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised.
Okay, so this is the worst bit, the fat shaming bit. We're just going to do it just below the belly button, fully relaxed, not too tight, and that's at 42 inches. Bicep with no pump, that's at 14.5 inches. Neck all the way around, and the arms that place not too tight. That's at 16.5 inches. Sparring. Top of the thigh is 24 inches. I suppose we should do the chest as well. If we can. If you can get somebody to help you with this, so it's helpful. I'm just going to line it up. Trying to keep it straight. And line there. Inhaled without pushing it out. That's at 45 inches. This is in kilos. We're at 93.5. So that's it, and that's me fat shamed on YouTube. So I hope you follow me for the next 30 days. I'll update you every single day with a different update video, as well as on social media. So stay tuned and let's hope to see some progress. Thanks for watching, like and subscribe so you don't miss the series. Bye.